welcome guest speakers from other streets, other districts. Let's give a huge, big hand to Vico.
Hello, thank you, Raymond. Raymond was taking care of me from the point I arrived at noon. Thank you, Raymond, and great to see all of you. This is the first time I'm talking to audience that the world champion is sitting. Thank you, Manoj, being here. Warmly welcome. In 2008, I was studying in France, in Paris. When I was doing masters, every day when I walk into my school, there was an old lady comes with a dog and talking in French to dog. And the questions are every day same. How is the food? And how is the weather? And dog cannot answer. She answers herself for the dog. I was waiting because winter, summer, any day she's there. She's telling stories to dog. One day, I told her, "Bonjour, madame. Do you know what it is?" Very good. It's like a good morning, madam. From that day, she changed her audience, dog to me. From that day, she started talking to me. She was waiting until I come to tell her stories, her life. I found she was very happy when she's telling stories to me. And I also learned a few French words from her. And storytelling, personal stories, is really important in our life. So after becoming a Toastmaster, I was fascinating with stories and how these world champions tell stories and how it's impact to us, how we can adapt that into our life. Okay, let me share with you what I learned about storytelling. Do you know how old it is, stories? Storytelling, how old it is? How old storytelling is? Thousands of years. You know, petrol is around 150 years. Electric car is almost 10 years. But storytelling, thousands of years. Storytelling start very old time, like this. It still continues, and it's still the main way of communicating. So, you know why these stories are very powerful? Where do you tell stories now? In China specifically. Where do you tell stories? Where? Selling product. Oh, he's a salesman. Very good. What else? Where else you sell stories? Presentation. Where else? Oh, very good. Teaching. Very good. What else? What else? Where else you tell stories? Very good. Where else? I know in China, we tell stories. Very special place. When you go to bed, yes. CCTV, wow. When you get angry. You know, I love people tell stories in WeChat moments. WeChat moment is the place we tell stories. When you tell story in WeChat moment, someone put likes. I count how many likes I have. If I have 40 likes, I love. I'm just a little bit bad person. I check how much likes Tuli has. If she has higher likes than me, I get a little bit upset. I also remember who put likes to me and who didn't put like to me. I will not put like to them. Why stories, when you put WeChat moment, why you change like that? Have you ever thought, why you change like that? Why you change? Why stories change you? Why it happens to you? Why it happens to you? Why stories get this reaction from you? Why? Stories are very simple, very good. Why is stories doing that thing to you? Story triggers emotion. Why stories only triggers emotions? Why? Why? Resonate. You can resonate with a story. Why a story only can resonate with you? Why numbers not resonate always? Why stories are very... Some success you can deliver through stories. Very good. This is what I learned. Stories is the way our brain operates. When there's a story, our brain operate. The computers operate by operating system. Our brain operates through story. When you have a story, our brain is sticky and start to operate. And remember, emotions comes, resonate happens, and this is where you connect with people. And story is the way our brain operates. That's why stories are very powerful. Human is a story animal. Story is the way we read the world. Have you ever been the kid? Very good. Grandmothers always tell stories. Stories the way we read the world first time. I still remember my grandmother's stories. Every business story is there, business is going to be successful. If there's no story, it's difficult. You know, in 2000, Masayoshi-san is the richest man in Japan, SoftBank owner. He came to China and he met 20 business entrepreneurs, 20. And some of them came with a big papers. Some of them came with a big desktop computers. One man came with a story. Masayoshi-san invested 20 million on that man. Do you know who's that man? You know, Jack Ma got 20 million investment US dollars from Masayoshi-san because he told a story looking at Masayoshi-san. At the same time, there was a small company in the US, went to one of the biggest financial professors and asked him to give a valuation about the company. Professor said, it's 5 billion. And then this company went to big investors forum and announced their company. And this investor forum, one person invested 60 billion on this company. And this investor is Bill Guiley. He told Mr. Professor, you did not understood the story behind it. You only understood the numbers. You know what this company is? It's a Uber. Uber, Professor valued is 5 billion. Investor said it's 60 billion. And Uber became transportation company, not taxi agent. And Uber changed how we live. You're ordering taxi from DD, isn't it? Uber changed it. So a story can change the way you live. Story is the way make sense of the world. Storytellers are most powerful people in the world because they change how you see the world. All of these people are really great storytellers. They change how you see. Gandhi is a great storyteller. Albert Einstein is a great storyteller. Everyone, all these stories change the way we see things. Okay, now you know why stories are really critical. Now I have a question. What are the best stories to tell? What are the best stories to tell in your life? Any guesses? Any guesses? What are the best stories to tell? Any guesses? Surprising outcomes. Wow, that's a really good one. What else? Personal stories. What else? Adventurous stories. Very good. What else? Who said failures? Wow. These are the best stories to tell. Your imperfectness, your challenges, your loneliness, your mistakes, your struggle, your pains. These are really good stories to tell. I like this picture because everyone take a picture of this picture. Because when I am on the stage, you take with me. That's why I like it. When you share something like mistake, your struggle, you can feel common thing between you and the audience. That's why audience quickly relate to you. And then you can connect with them. When you connect with the audience, you can make impact to them. You can change the life. This is the three important things. You can find a common thing between you and the audience. And then you can relate. And then you can communicate the message and you can make an impact. Good. And I learned this Toastmasters World Champion speech. I analyzed and I found three interesting things. They always avoid extreme situations in life. Because extreme situations sometimes difficult for audience to manage. Another thing, they find superior or not below the audience. They find equal status. And one of the very important things, it's not a pity show. That means you don't put like in 7 minutes mistake, sad, and your struggle all in 7 minutes. Then people think, oh, this person, I don't have anything to learn. So you only pick one of your mistake or struggle. That will be helpful audience to connect. So next, now we say how we are going to tell stories. How we're going to tell stories. First, all storytellers start with situation and what happened. Sometimes they tell age. Have you watched World Champion speech? Did you remember his age he told? He said, 24 years old, I was in India. And that when you hear that, you will go in your mind, your transport into your 24 years and history. So that is very important. You share situation and what happened around it. Next, roles and characters. Who are the roles in characters? I love how Manoj introduced his mom. If you didn't watch, I really recommend to watch. Manoj introduced mom. There's an angel who knows everything. And that was really good. And I also love Manoj introduced his wife first time. And these are very important when you introduce roles and characters. One of the most powerful part in your story, in your speech, is dialogues you have with your character. Because those dialogues are going to evoke emotion from the audience. Don't forget to tell dialogue. Don't turn dialogue into narration. Last but not least, the message, what you've learned from this story. Take away. or something you package to the audience. So when you tell a story, when you start, what happened? It transport person to the state thing. And then you bring roles and characters. It connect the audience with you. When you, Manoj, talk about mother, we all feel about our mother. So then dialogues helps you to connect emotions. And last, what you learn in the speech. Very good. So now I have a question for all of you. I know most of you knows answer for this question. Okay? Let's try. Are you ready? I want to know what is the shortest story you have ever seen. Shortest story. Shortest story you have ever seen in your life. What is the shortest story you have ever seen in your life? Any guesses? Oh, thank you. Any guesses? What is the shortest story you have seen in your life? Wow, thank you. That's a good one. Okay, I'm going to show you this one. This is the shortest story I've seen in my life. I've never seen beautiful short story than this. Okay, now you learn structure of it. Let's put the structure and see what happened. Okay, so what is the situation? What is the situation now? They're in love, yes. We all knew they are in love. They publish in Weibo, they are going to marry. Okay, in a very interesting way. So who are the characters here? Who are the characters here? Fan Bingbing and Li Cheng. Correct? But I'll show you a very interesting character. This is the character. New Motorola X. New Motorola X. So this is what happened. I'll explain to you. Li Cheng has an iPhone 6 and he has signed an endorsement agreement with iPhone. So he cannot publish. So he used to put iPhone in Weibo, Fan Bingbing forward it. So new character is coming on top. Okay, so that's the character. Next, why there's so many dialogues? Because, you know, dialogues here, L'Oreal asked, which lipsticks Fan Bingbing use? Whoever answer correct, they give a coupon. So many dialogues came because of that. So what's the message? Message is us, young, vibrant people here in this category. They use this kind of brands, these kind of products, and they are doing thriving. The message is clear. So this is a very good one. They use story, very personal story, to tell very important message to everyone. So you can see Motorola brand, and this is Fan Bingbing endorsement agreement, and she took a picture with the CEO at that time, and all the details are here. So you can see the Oria came with an advertisement for Fan Bingbing, special brand. Okay, what she did, she used exciting news and took your attention. If you're watching a BBC or CNN, they do the same. They say developing story. If some bomb blast happen, they tell developing story. If someone in a car crash or very important person die, they say developing story. So they tell story, not news anymore. So they change the way we see the storytelling. Okay, there are 3 things in your speech is very important. First one is you. Second one is your content. What is the next one? Your message, very good. What else? Your story. What else? Your presentation. Any other answers? Purpose. What else? What else? Your audience. Yes. Your audience is very important. So look, if I use this picture, Fan Bingbing's picture, in somewhere else, not in China, no one knows, isn't it? So audience matters. When you speak, your story is really important to have a connection with audience. That helps very much. If you don't have any connection with audience, it will be difficult to resonate. So when you're delivering, sometimes this speech is good for this audience, it may not fit into another one. So every time, think about who's my audience when you're sharing a story. Let's recap. Why stories are so powerful? Why stories are so powerful? We just talked about today. Why stories evoke our emotions? Why it resonates? Yes, a story is the way our brain operates. So when there's a story, our brain starts stimulating. This is why stories are very important. What are the best stories to tell? What are the best stories to tell? Failures. What else? Very good. What else? Mistakes. What else? Barriers. What else? Very good. So last one is characteristic story. So first one is situations. You introduce a situation. What is next? Roles and characters. Next one. Next one, dialogues. The last one, message. Very good, very good. Okay, any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Questions? Any questions? That's a very difficult question. That's a good one. We're going to tell a story. Any other questions? Yes, sir. Very good. So we are exactly going to do that now. Okay. I want volunteer. I want volunteer to come. So who's volunteer? Any volunteer? Okay, gentlemen, you can come. You. Yes, yes. What's your name?
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Kazan.
What?
Kazan.
Kaysen. So Kaysen is the CEO of a company. Okay. Kaysen, in 2023, your company was planned target was 10%. Okay. And 2024, your final result is 18%. Okay. This is very informative presentation. Okay. But I want you to tell with a story.
Wait me 1 minute, please.
Yes, take time, don't worry. This is good news. Okay? Okay, 2 minutes we can give to Kaysen.
topic. Okay.
Give a big round of applause to Kason.
So, ladies and gentlemen, may I tell you a horrible news for us? This year, we planned to work for 10% growth. But you know what? We got some surprising bad news for our diligent employees, my teammates. Because they have to work more. You see, our final result is they work very well in their past years, and then we got an outstanding growth of 8% out from our expectation. That means if we want to achieve excellence in the next year, we have to work more from the base. Because we have 18%. and in this year, if we initially want to grow another 10%, we need to work less to achieve the goals. But we now have to work more. So thank you guys, and please strive your excellence with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Wait. Thank you. Kason is a really good guy, and he's very energetic. I love his energy. Let's help Kason. Kason, I practiced this speech before, don't worry. So I'll help what I practice with you, okay? Mm-hmm. So you can repeat what I said. Okay. I remember that was a rainy cloud day.
That was a really cloudy day.
We planned for 10% growth.
We planned for 10% growth.
I found
it
was challenging target.
It was a challenging target.
Today, when Raymond gave this paper to me, gave this paper to me.
Give this paper to me.
I said, Raymond, this is wrong.
Raymond, this is wrong.
Raymond said, this is correct.
Raymond says, this is correct.
Then I realized this company last year changed by you. One day when I was walking in the night.
One day when I was walking in the night.
You were working till 10 p.m.
You were working till 10 p.m.
And I asked, what are you doing?
And I asked, what I'm doing.
You said, I have a customer presentation tomorrow. I want to be the best.
You said, I have a customer presentation tomorrow, and I want to be the best.
I found your commitment to the company.
I find your commitment to
the company.
To the company.
Last week, I met a customer. And they were talking about your product.
And they were talking
about
your product.
And they said, you are really knowledgeable and intelligent.
And they say, you're really knowledgeable and intuition.
I was proud.
I was proud.
This 18% growth is your commitment.
It's your commitment.
And your knowledge and intelligence.
And your knowledge and intuitions.
And we are all proud of all of you, and you will be getting a special bonus. We are all proud of you. And
we are all proud of you, and you're
getting a special bonus.
Getting a special
bonus. We will send you all to Sanya. And with your family. And in dinner table. I want you to tell your story about our company.
Your story about your company.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wow. Great job. Thank you. So you can change story with the numbers into the inspiring story and change the people, and you can win their heart. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay, you know, I told the story about French lady. So I love to listen to stories. If you want to tell your stories, you can scan the QR code and send me your stories. If I have anything to add, I will add and I will help you. With that, shishe.
Thank you, Vikram. What an engaging, impactful, and also demonstrative story. Speech, right? Demonstrative. Thank you very much. Before letting you go, I would like to ask the leaders of the district, Alan, to show our appreciation with a token of appreciation to Vikram.
Thank you.
Alan, please, on stage.
Joining us.
Picture.
Hope all of you enjoy